The Missouri Compromise was an effort by Congress to defuse the sectional and political rivals triggered by the request of Missouri late in 1819 for admission as a state in which slavery was permitted. In the end, the Missouri Compromise failed to permanently ease the underlying tensions caused by the slavery issue. The conflict that flared up during the bill's drafting presaged how the nation would eventually divide along the territorial, economic, and ideologic lines 40 years later during the Civil War.
James Talmadge of New York has proposed a bill regarding the Missouri Territory.
What does this bill propose exactly?
The Talmadge Amendment insists on forbidding the introduction of slavery within Missouri Territory.
Hasn't Missouri already been regarded as a slave-admitting territory?
Indeed, however, this proposal declares that children born from slave parents shall be declared free at the age of 25 if they are living in this territory.
Due to there already being an equal representation of free and slave states with an even amount of 11 each, this would benefit free slave states regarding political power.
This proposal still regards Missouri as a slave territory, but just prohibits slaves' transportation inward.
Practically, that declares Missouri as a free state.
I don't see how that would regard Missouri as a free state.
Well, it can easily be explained like this. You stated that this bill proposes children born to slave parents in Missouri will be declared free at age 25, correct?
Yes, I did. What does it prove?
It proves that slavery will eventually be driven out of Missouri anyways. Transportation of slaves is prohibited, and current slaves within Missouri will die out or hope their children to grow up free anyways. So this bill is unfair regarding slave states.
Well, the balance is already uneven as it is. Missouri is currently regarded as a slave state, which is the cause of unfair political representation of free states.
Truly, it would not be. As many Southerners see it, it would be disastrous to allow Missouri to be a free state. An unbalanced representation is created from that.
Well, if Missouri remains a slave state, balance is still regarded as unbalanced, as Southerners would obtain the advantage. There will have to be a compromise to regard Missouri as a slave state.
What would that be exactly?
Exactly. Well, there is a territory which could work to balance representation.
Indeed, it would.
Maine. Admitting Maine as a free state counteracts the admission of Missouri as a slave state.
All right, I suppose that's fair.
So, the Talmadge proposal can be disregarded. Missouri can be admitted as a slave state only if Maine is admitted as a free state.
On March 3, 1820, Congress passed a bill granting Missouri statehood as a slave state under the condition that slavery was to be forever prohibited in the rest of the Louisiana Purchase, north of the 36th parallel, which runs approximately along the southern border of Missouri.
I, President James Monroe, am attempted to equalize the number of slaveholding states and free states in the country, allowing Missouri into the Union as a free state by passing the Missouri Compromise Bill proposed by Henry Clay.
Golly, it's about time.
People felt that it made the North seem more aggressive in its anti-slavery views and contributed to the Southern resentment, which may have led to the Civil War occurring sooner. The Missouri Compromise was meant to create balance between slave and non-slave states. Despite efforts to create this balance, Northern and Southern states still disagreed upon the issue of slavery. The Missouri Compromise allowed slavery to coexist and did not truly resolve the issue, which would later lead to the Civil War.